Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Diamond and I post about books 90% of the time. If you're not new, welcome back to today's craziness. Today we are going to be ranking book couples. Now originally the plan this was not even the book video idea. The book video idea was actually to talk about bookish drama that's going on booktok at the moment, but I would hate for there to be drama about me and then somebody go make a video and like 90% of it be wrong. At the end of the day, I'm not them, so I don't actually know what was said and what was dragged out of context, and so I would hate for, if I were in their shoes, I would hate for someone to make a video about me and then them be wrong and it be out of context. So I had to come up with a new video idea. So yesterday I asked y'all some of y'all's favorite book couples so I could rank the book couples. Now, is this going to just be me ranking men? Yes, because I am the main character. Every time I read a book, I don't care who it is. I am Juliet Farrar. I am Violet Sorrengail. I am Katniss Everdeen. It's me. It's my relationship, not theirs. They're just plus ones. They're extras. Now, does that say something about me? Probably. I don't really care though. So let's get into this. Okay, first we are going to go over the tier ranking. First we have dream couple. Now this is like the best of the best of the best couple that I could imagine. Now again, I'm imagining myself in there. So it is like the dream man, the perfect man, as perfect as it gets. I would introduce this man to my father. That's how serious he is. Next we have bookish rush. This is more so like a solid, lovable boyfriend. Like he's good. It's great. It's awesome. It's good. Definitely not my dream man. Now if we're rating these as couples, definitely not the dream couple that I'd want to be in, you know, imagining myself in there. Definitely not it, but I mean, it's good for the moment, okay? It's great for the time, okay? Do we have decent but forgettable? Now, some of these people y'all named and I was like, oh yeah, I did read about them. I forgot, clearly. So they're forgettable. Clearly nothing good about them that was like memorable. I wouldn't want to be engaged to them. I wouldn't want to, you know, have anything to do with them. He may be sweet, he may be protective, he may be funny, but nothing too special. And that's okay, that's life, it's okay. Then we have red flags, but I'd ignore it. He's got some issues, maybe more than others, but you know, red's my favorite color and I'm colorblind, so what's red? Next, then we have just no with a period, because that's how serious it is. Some of these people y'all named and I was just like, huh? So they're just no. And yeah, okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first one we are starting off with is Jack and Evangeline from Once Upon a Broken Heart. I have not read this. I don't know what's going on in this, but I have seen edits and like stuff on Pinterest and YouTube and like everything. So I'm gonna say book crush. I feel like I don't have much to say on this because clearly I haven't read the book to be like, yes, that is my dream couple right there. They are up there. But from the vibes that I'm getting, I don't know, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I'm kind of getting Erin and Juliet, but I don't know. So y'all let me know if that's right. Next we have Autumn and Finney from If He Had Been With Me. And I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all when I say this, decent but forgettable. I don't think about Finney 24/7. And low-key, maybe red flag of me, but I kind of like Jamie more. I feel like we had more of Jamie than we had Finney. Finney was there for 2 chapters and he was, you know? So I didn't even get to see the relationship with Finney. Yes, I understand they were childhood best friends. Yes, I understand that. Actually, maybe I need to reread the books because what am I saying right now? I prefer Jamie? No. But forgettable. Next we have Violet and Xaden. Like I said in the beginning, I am Violet Sorrengail. Xaden Ryerson is my husband. That is my man, okay? He's not y'all's. So just to clear that up, he's mine. So this is my dream couple. If I would introduce him to my dad. He would just chef's kiss. Everything about him. Walking, talking, looking, chef's kiss. He's amazing. He's amazing. I would cook, I would clean, I would do everything for this man. And that is saying something because I don't like cooking or cleaning. So next, Shannon and Johnny from Binding and Keeping 13. I would say bookish crush because they are sweet. They are the ultimate, you know, I feel like they're the ultimate actually like school couple. I love them together. And this book per se, I don't imagine myself like actually in the book. Is that weird? Some books I actually imagine myself in them and some books I'm just like, no, that's definitely Shannon. Definitely Shannon. So I definitely see Shannon and Johnny and they are like the best, but not my dream couple. Actually, I change it because I saw somewhere that someone was making either like a fanfic or she was making more books about their story and they have kids, and I literally almost shed a tear because I was so happy that like I got to see them. So actually I changed my mind. They're a dream couple. They're great together. I love them together. And yeah, next we have Tyrus. Hold on. How do you spell? Google Translate. Hold on now. Triss. This is from Divergent. I was more of a Hunger Games child growing up, so guess what I'm gonna say? Just no. And y'all can come at me and y'all can argue, but like, girl, I don't know. I just feel like they're Katniss and Peeta off brand. I don't know. That's just personally me. I haven't read the book, so again, my opinion. Don't come at me, okay? Everyone has the right to their opinion. Thank you. Next we have Avery and Jameson from the Inheritance Games. Decent but forgettable. I don't know. I feel like she should have ended up with Grayson. I don't know. Jameson's cool. Jameson's great, but I don't know. Again, guess what? I don't know. Right. So yeah, I don't think about them every day. Now, if she were to end up with Grayson, probably would have thought about it a little bit more. But at this moment, okay, next is Cassie and Dean's from The Naturals. Literally bookish crush. I have thought about them. What is in my face right now? Like actually, oh, it's another hair. Girl, go in the curl. Okay, it doesn't go in the curl. I think about them every day. This is literally Avery and Grayson together. Like literally them. And I feel like Avery should have ended up with Grayson. So that's why I love Cassie and Dean a little bit more. That's all I have to say about that one. I love them together. Now, do I think they're the ultimate book couple? No. Are they great? Yes. Is he sweet, protective, funny? I don't know really about the funny part because doesn't really crack jokes, but we love a good morally gray man and he has some issues. So love that. Next we have Iris and Roman? Iris and Roman from Divine Rivals. Based off the 15% of Divine Rivals that I've read, I'm gonna have to just say, again, y'all, this is my opinion. My opinion. Underline the my, okay? Underline it, please. I didn't care for Iris, and I didn't really care for Rowan. Can someone please explain the plot of Divine Rivals? Like, actually, I was so confused the whole entire time. And then it got to the point where I didn't even want to continue because I just felt dumb. So, someone please explain that to me in a dumber down version because I clearly didn't get it. And then I'll decide if I want to reread it because at the moment, it's looking like a no. Next, we have Liz and Wes from Better Than the Movies. Again, I'm gonna have to go just no. This is my opinion. I know Liz and Wes is one of the popular booktok couples, especially at the moment. I think they've been up there for a minute. I did not like the book. Now, did I only read about a good 20%? Yeah. Did I like it? No. I felt like I was having to force myself to even read the first 5. I just didn't like Liz. She was annoying to me. I don't know what that says about me. Maybe I just don't like happiness. I don't know. But to me at the moment, she was annoying and I didn't like it and it felt very childish. Maybe that's just me with the feelings of the book. My opinion. Okay. Nothing was memorable about Wes from what he was described as. He was the jerk of the friend group. I don't know. That's just what I was picking up, what she was putting down. She's putting it down and I was picking that he was a jerk. And I was like, why would you want to be with a jerk? Is this a bully romance? I can't do it. So I just stopped reading. And I rest my case. And I don't have anything to say about that one. If you want to argue in the comments with yourself. You're welcome. Next we have Katniss and Peeta from The Hunger Games. This is the dream couple. Now again, I don't imagine myself as Katniss. Well, actually I do because I love me a Peeta. Peeta Mellark is the top tier chef's kiss specimen of a book boyfriend that you can get, along with Aaron and Xaden. He's up there. He's very much so up there, especially since he's OG. He's the OG book boyfriend. Yeah, we brought it way back to 2009, I think is when the first book came out. Long time ago. He's been up there for a minute and he will remain up there. I don't have anything to say about this. He's the best. Their couple, they're the best. The ultimate duo. I love them together. Next we have Nikolai and Brandon from God of Fury. Now, I love Nikolai, but Nikolai loves Brandon a little too much. Red flags, but I'd ignore it. I'd ignore every single one. Every single red flag. I couldn't see. I'd be blind. And I rest my case. That's all I have to say on that one. Although I know Nikolai and Brandon would never want me because I'm a girl and not a guy and they're together. So I kind of am just poop out of luck on that one. Okay, next we have Josh and Allie from Lights Out. I just read this book. It is a dark romance, but the most hilarious dark romance I've ever read. I would say bookish crush. They were literally ride or die for each other within the first 15 minutes. And I was like, you know what? Heck yeah. You know what? But I mean, he was literally protective of her 24/7. And I was like, yeah, rise up, brother. So I love that about them. And that's all I have to say. They're cute. They're great together. Next we have Nate and Anastasia from Icebreaker. No, I didn't like Nate. He kind of was giving me Jamie vibes from If He Had Been With Me. Again, my personal opinion. I mean, was he sweet at sometimes? Yeah, but I think every person can be sweet when they want to be. And then you get to the real motives and you're just like, oh, wait a second. And I feel like we got to his real motives and we saw what he was about and I was just like, but I mean, period. I mean, if she wants him, she wants him. But to me, it's just a no. Next we have Killian and Glendon from God of Malice. Again, I'd ignore all the red flags. This is the book that my mother is currently reading at the moment. I somehow, miraculously, I don't know how, got my mother to read a dark romance. I didn't know where to start her. Definitely not with Haunting Adeline. So I started her off with the Legacy of God series. She's reading Killian and Glendon's story at the moment, and within the first, 15 minutes, she looked at me like I was nuts. And yeah, but again, I'd ignore all these red flags, every single one of them, just for Killian. I love Killian Carson. Chef's kiss. I love him. And I'd ignore every single red flag, every single one. Wouldn't question it. In a heartbeat, I'd be, And I rest my case. I don't have anything to say about that. Next we have Percy and Annabeth from Percy Jackson. I would say dream couple. And because I literally can't imagine Percy with anybody else. I can't. I think they're perfect together. Literally perfect. Yeah, I don't really have much to say on that one either because I've only read the first one and I've only watched the first couple of episodes of Percy Jackson. So I can't really be yeah, this and this and this and this. But I do think they are perfect together and I don't have any bad things to add on that. Next we have Juliet and Aaron from Shatter Me. Again, dream couple. This is the it couple of high school. You want to be Juliet and Aaron. Literally. They are chef's kiss. They own Oh my gosh. I just can't. Again, y'all in the comments tell my mom to go read Shatter Me because she was somewhat convinced and now she's reading a dark romance. So I think we need a little bit more convincing, but still convinced. Anyways, I love Juliet and I love Aaron, but really if I were to really think about it, I can't see anybody else with Aaron and I can't see anybody else with Juliet. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. They were made for each other. Quite literally, they were made. So yeah. Next we have Adina and Mac from Powerful. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have not read Powerful. I don't really wish to read Powerful because then I would have to go through the heartbreak of having to read a person who's dead. I would have to go through that all over again. And I don't really feel like going through another emotional roller coaster. So I haven't read Powerful. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, decent but forgettable. I don't even remember who Mac is. Was he in the first book? Was he in the second book? I don't know. That's how memorable that relationship was. But I do love Adina. She's the best. She's the sweetest person ever. Next we have Jude and Carden. No. Literally just now. This, to me, y'all underline the to me again, is a bully romance to me. I don't understand why you would want to be with someone who bullied you half your childhood, even if you get to be the queen. Because someone tried to explain it to me and they were like, well, she got to be the queen and he fell harder. He fell first and then she fell harder. You fell for your bully, the guy who bullied you and made your life miserable. You fell for that. Do you have Stockholm syndrome? It's okay if you do. I just want to know. Next we have Grayson and Lara. I think that's how you say her name from the Inheritance games. I didn't even know Grayson was with someone. I'm on the Brothers Hawthorne right now and it is incredibly boring. There is nothing going on. It is boring. It's boring. And I'm only on page 22. And that's how bored I am already. But again, I'm gonna just say decent but forgettable because you know why? I want to be with Grayson. Laura took my man. And you know what? If she wants the smoke, she can come get. I'm just playing. I'm not fighting nobody for a man. That's too much. But again, he's my man. She took my man. At the end of the day, she took my man. So she's going into the forgettable spot. I'm just like, no, but I didn't actually know that he had one and I rest my case. That's all that I'm saying about that because I didn't know he had a girlfriend in the book. Next we have Zane and Adeline. What he did in the first book with Adeline, definitely not acceptable. Like if it were to happen in real life, definitely not acceptable. And like she would have stayed, I would have been like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? He did that and you stayed. But I must say they're made for each other because I can't imagine Zane with anybody else and I clearly can't imagine Adeline with anybody else either. So they're literally made for each other and I'm glad. Next we have Peyton and Kai. I'm gonna say bookish crush. I love Kai. I love Peyton. In this book, I didn't really imagine myself as Peyton, but I kind of felt like this was a knockoff of what's his name and what's her name. Hello, Diamond. I'm having a brain fart. Oh my gosh. I feel like this was a knockoff of Katniss and Peeta. I don't know. That's probably in a crazy take right there. But I just felt like it would. So they're cute together. I love them because they're funny. They're great when they fight together. Their smart remarks back and forth, the bickering. I love it. And clearly I can't imagine Peyton with someone else. Kit. And as crazy as that might sound, I can't imagine it. And I don't know why, but I can. I feel like Kit is so misunderstood. Like actually, what is happening right now? Next we have Garrett and Hannah from The Deal. I read The Deal like forever ago and I'm gonna just say forgettable. I don't remember what happened, like at all. I think I actually need to go back and reread the book because they are making a series, like a show, and I don't remember at all anything that happened. I don't even remember Garrett or Hannah. I just know that I did read it at one point. I don't know, so that is forgettable, clearly. Next we have Rhett and Summer from Flawless. I'm gonna say bookish crush because literally chef's kiss. They're perfect together. Are they like my dream couple? No, not like the best of the best of the best, but you know, they're there and that's as good as it can get. You know, they're there. Next we have Jasper and Sloane from Powerless. It's the same Chestnut Spring series. I'm gonna say decent but forgettable. I didn't really care for Jasper that much. And that's, yeah, he was cool. He was great. Didn't really care for Sloane either. I don't think I really needed their story because I just didn't bond with them that much. I don't know. But did I enjoy the story? Yeah, I did. I ate it up. Was it my favorite? No. So I think that's why it's in the forgettable spot. Next we have Bayou and Bailey. I think that's how you say his name. From Hopeless. Again, this is just no. I didn't like Bailey. I didn't like Bayou. And I didn't like their story. And I rest my case on that one. Next we have Theo and Winter from Reckless. Yes, 100% yes. And maybe it has something to do with a single mother or single dad aspect of it. Or maybe it has something to do with the fact that Theo is the literally the walking, the most greenest flag on the planet of Earth. That makes me be like, yeah, dream couple. And I love that for them. I love them. I can't imagine Theo with anybody else and I can't imagine Winter with anybody else. And I remember every single detail of this book. That's how engraved it is in my heart. And I rest my case. Next we have Rias and Bridget from Twisted Games. I'm gonna say dream couple. Let me get the rest of them down here so I can explain my theories. Not my theories, but my thoughts. Alex and Ava, definitely a no. I could not stand Alex. Could not stand him. Josh and Jules, we're gonna say bookish crush. They were amazing. They were cute. Perfect together. Cute. But Josh, I just can't. Josh is okay. He's great. He's awesome. He's funny. He's smart. They're not like my favorite of the favorite. Next we have Christian and Stella. See, because this is my favorite book out of the Twisted series, but I don't think they're a dream couple. Actually, no. Christian would do anything for Stella. And not that I'm saying that any of these other guys would not do anything for Stella, but it's like he would actually, like, if she wanted the moon, he would turn into Gru and go steal it. Like, that's how serious he was. And I love that for him. So my reasoning for this, Josh and Jules, like I said, I didn't really care for Josh, but I love Jules. They're the bookish crush. They're cute, they're funny, they're awesome, not the dream. Absolutely hated Alex. I absolutely hated Alex. He was a jerk to Ava half the book. Maybe I need to reread the book, but I'm pretty sure he was a jerk like majority of the book. So there was like, what sweet moments and where did you fall in love for you to be like, yes. You know, I don't know. Could not stand Alex. That's why they're just in the just no. Last but not least is Cade and Willa, and this is going to dream couple. Literally, I love it. And may it be because he is a single dad? Maybe. May it be because he is also older than her? Maybe. And may it be that those are my favorite tropes? Maybe. Who knows? All I know is that I love their book and they are made for each other. And yeah, I love Willa. She's literally so funny. I love Cade. He's older than her, a cowboy, and is a single dad. But like, what more could you want? Like the 3 winners. Chef's kiss. So I think this is great. I think my list is great. If you don't think my list is great, again, you can argue in the comments by yourself because I probably won't entertain it. Anyways, this is all for today's video. A short video. I'm sorry. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Do all that YouTube stuff. If you want, you can join my Discord. Link is in the bio. We talk about books and life and everything that's going on at the moment. So if you want to join, if you want to get in, there's that down there. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining in, and mwah.